a good one. What's on the trailer is my 72 Chevy K20 Mega Patina rig Wally. Years ago when I worked in a previous job, right up the road was a junkyard, and the owner of the junkyard's name was Paul, but his nickname was Wally, and this was his truck. And I remember busting his chops as he was building it, telling him that he was cutting corners and everything, and would always tell him he needed to do this and do that, and he'd get mad and say, it's just a patina truck, I'm just driving it to the junkyard, blah, 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 blah. Well, long story short, me and him had banter for a year and a half while he was putting this together, you know, just messing around, and he got it done, and he put a really big motor in it, and he'd go drive it around and do burnouts and everything. But he passed away, and I'm still friends with his son, and the motor let go in the truck, and his son, Paul Jr., had tons of other projects going on, and he knew that I enjoyed this truck, and I enjoyed the time messing around with Paul building it, so he made me an offer on it to buy it, and I put a motor in it, and over the last year it had a wiring problem. Let's just say Paul wasn't the best wiring guru. So I had a busy year last year, so I just stuck it in the garage at my mom's house, but my kids love this truck, so I decided it's time to dig it back out for this season. Paul, he was just like a mentor of mine. Like any question I had in life, whether it was how to fix something or, you know, I went to advice with him when I was buying my first house. He was just always there for me.
So what do you think he would say if he could see you working on this truck now?
What do you have them damn wide tires on that thing for?
So what kind of shape do we think Wally's in right now? And be honest, how scared should we be?
Wally's cool, but cool doesn't always mean nice. So when I say he's patina, he's orange, and he's put together from about 17 different trucks, so let's just say he's 50 shades of orange. But it's a really cool truck. It's really fun to drive, gets thumbs ups everywhere it goes. It sounds wicked, and it's just one of the ones you can just throw the kids in, throw the dog in, whatever you want, go to Home Depot, pick up some lumber, and look cool doing it, and you don't have to worry about a rock chip or anything like that. One day I'd like to find, because Paul did a beautiful job on the chassis. It was all sandblasted and painted and everything. So I'd like to find a really, really solid, nice body and swap it onto the chassis one day, because there's a lot of sins and bad repairs in the body, which were not Paul, just for the record. It was just the panels that he bought and put together. But for now, we're gonna put a new wiring harness in the whole truck, so we don't have to worry about any fires or anything. And I'm gonna put the nice radio in it that my wife got me, 3 years ago, that I still haven't put in it yet. But basically, we're just gonna make it a fun driver again for the foreseeable future until I run across just the perfect body that I can't live without. Then maybe we'll throw another body on it one day. We're hoping to have this project up and rolling in a week or two. We're not going to make it a major deal because the shop's very busy, but I figured we can't just let this thing sit around. Got to enjoy it some.
Okay, so when do I get the keys?
Well, I don't plan on dying anytime soon. Well, we got Wally in the garage here, and what we're doing here is we had to pull the motor because, believe it or not, it's easier to pull the motor than the transmission, because the torque converter that's in it has the wrong stall, so it's really a dog off the line. So we decided to pull the motor to put a looser torque converter in it, so it's a little bit more fun to drive, and also had a small oil leak on it right there, so we'll figured might as well pull the motor, pull the oil pan, fix the oil leak, and change that converter. But the real reason it's in here is for a complete rewire. We got an American Autowire kit, and Joe here is in the midst of it now. He has a bunch of the stuff of the dash done. And so what do you got going on this thing, Joe?
Well, the alternator shorted out and caught the entire wiring harness on fire. So we're just going to put an American Autowire kit in it and rewire this thing front to back and try to neaten up a lot of the disastrous on this truck. We didn't put this truck together, so...
So, I mean, this thing's clearly not going to be a showpiece when it's done. All we're looking for is...
trying to make this thing a safe driver at least.
Basically, we just don't want it to look like a 3-year-old wired it, but I mean, you got to understand what it is, but...
Very, very driver quality here.
How do you like the American wiring, or American Autowire harness so far?
Honestly, it's going in great. I'm real happy with it. I like the extra add-ons on it, so it makes wiring in the electric fans and everything on this a lot easier, and if we ever have to add anything, it'll make it a lot easier. And it was nice having like tack wiring and everything through the bulkhead connector instead of trying to add on all that stuff.
And I see the engine's back in, so obviously that went well, getting the torque converter switched over and everything.
Yeah, this thing should run a little bit better with a looser converter in it.
Getting the interior finished up in Wally here. Like I said, we're not going too crazy on this thing. Just making it a nice, reliable, everyday fun truck, just beat around town in, basically. Not every truck has to be a show truck. We just wanted this thing to be reliable and not have to worry about any issues, breaking down, fires, anything like that. We're going to put a RetroSound radio in it, and we got the carpet started to fit in here now. Get some sill plates in here and get the speakers in, and we'll be in business. Hopefully not too long now, and this one will be wrapped up. Well, we got Wally back semi together. Only wiring that's left to do under the hood is the fans need hooked up, but we're getting ready to see if it'll start again. We got the new torque converter in, the engine back in, and what else do we do under here, Joe?
All new wiring, made all new battery terminals, put the alternator on a fuse and everything from the American Autowire kit. Just cleaned up a little bit of other stuff that was going on in here. Neat and tidier up a little bit.
But yeah, we're going to go ahead and give her a whirl. This is a true first fire. We haven't tried anything yet. So the smoke coming off the headers, it's just, you know, cold headers, has some oil, whatever on it. Once we get the gauges and everything fired up, we'll adjust the idle and everything, but I'd say for initial start, can't beat that. Well, we got Wally out here. She's all finished up and back on the road. For just a little recap of what we did, it had a thermal event with the old wiring harness in it. So Joe here put an American Autowire wiring harness in it, and every stitch of wire is brand new in it. We put a radio in it, some new carpet, and basically just freshened up some loose ends and got it to where it's a reliable cruiser again. It might not win many show awards, but...
Or any
for that matter. But, I mean, come on, look at this body line. I mean, this is good. I mean, that's show quality. But it's a fun truck. I mean, and I can't drive it anywhere without getting a thumbs up. And these are the ones you have the most fun in because you're not so worried. But yeah, here she is. We'll probably take her on a little test drive, show you how she runs. And this will probably be the only time you see this truck on the channel because we don't really plan on building this one up and making it too nice. But yeah, just wanted to introduce it and show you my old buddy Paul's old truck. I will say, probably one of the biggest positives of this whole job is how much more responsive and better driving it is with that new converter change.
It does seem to run substantially better.
For sure. It was probably only, what, 500 RPM difference, but it made
Probably
all the
500, yeah.
made all the difference. Like I say, I mean, the thing just goes down the road nice. I mean, it doesn't drive like a new fuel-injected vehicle or nothing, but for an old school 1970, all carbureted, couldn't really ask for much more.
She's ready for the drag strip. She just looks. That guy just gave you the most aggressive thumbs up I've ever seen in my life.
He was into it, huh?
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.